I'm going to touch briefly on one of those things that I needed to do. It's unfortunate. It's sad considering everything that we've uh, done for the families. The particular individual that um, the the efforts were for, the community and such and so on. Um, and you guys will know what I mean when I go talk about it. It was something that came across Monday morning. When I got back home, I opened it up and I was like, it's no surprise. It's no surprise, but at the same time, it kind of is. Because when you look at all of the shows that we've done, all of the effort that we've given, and where we're coming from, it's very sad when you get one of these letters, you know? Um, we had, based off of all of the toxicity and just everything surrounding it, just because we aren't on location, we're not local, we can't just walk outside our front door and aimlessly go look in circles you know what I mean? It's something that we can't do. And so when certain things happen and it prevents us from being able to give our full efforts like we were, uh, as much as we were, I should say, not the full efforts, but as much as we were. Um, this is just, it's just more of it. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, when it comes to the misinfo that was put out about any of it, whether it's from any of the family members or any of the public or whoever it may be. It's really everybody on this planet, and the stuff that we've shown to disprove this misinformation. The narrative is sad and it's unfortunate, but at the same time, I'm not surprised again, but I am. I'm not
Yeah.
surprised because I've been hearing everything that's been going on over the last few days about this person and that person getting something in the mail. And it's like, okay, I still didn't even think that this was for this case. You know what I'm saying? And so when I got it, I was just like, wow. You go just like all this other misinformation. You go back to any of our shows, any of our searches, there's been nothing of that. Even some of the things that were put out, there's been nothing of that. That's why the footage speaks for itself. So I wanted to share this with you guys real quick. I'm sure you've read it. I got mine Monday. Just picked it up today. And I'll go ahead and read it for you guys. And it's just, again, it's unfortunate, considering all of the efforts and everything that we've done for both sides. Because I've always said from the beginning, I'm not about one side or this side or that side or whatever. I'm about Sebastian. I'm about the truth. I'm about finding this poor child. And this is unfortunately this is part of what that is. So I wanted to put that up there real quick, and I do want to display this as well, so you can have both phone numbers. And I just want to remind everybody, remember, I still have this. I still have this. So remember, okay? Remember. It's important. So this is what I got. It says this is sad. It's very sad. I don't know. I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that I've ever said was, and tell me where I'm wrong. The only thing I've really discussed that would upset anybody is about somebody that's one of the lead people of the team and the misinformation they were putting out. That's it. You know, talk with grandma on text message and Amber Alert and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's it. But this says notice to cease and desist. Please be advised that I represent Mr. Seth Rogers. Please let this letter serve as formal notice to cease and desist any and all activity of dissemination of information pertaining to Sebastian Rogers and or Seth Rogers, specifically any and all information surrounding the disappearance and efforts to locate Sebastian Rogers. My client has been informed that you are engaging in such behavior without his express written or oral consent. If you have obtained any documents, recordings, or other information pertaining to the disappearance and or efforts to locate Sebastian Rogers, you have obtained said information without consent of Seth Rogers. You do not have consent or authority from Seth Rogers to use his or Sebastian Rogers' name, likeness, or any information acquired by you or your guests. Please note that all activities regarding the dissemination of said information will be reported to the proper authorities if required by law. Continued activities, as previously stated, will result in Mr. Rogers exploring any and all legal remedies to which he is entitled. Sincerely, Tara H. Carter. So, as your wish, Mr. Rogers, Daddy Dearest, because that's what I'm going to be referring to you as, Daddy Dearest, because I didn't get this letter from anybody else. Okay? I didn't get it from anybody else. As your request, I will continue to work and give my efforts to the families out there that appreciate me. Your wish is my command. Because if you watch any of our shows, just like the case that I'm working on right now for Micah Miller, a lot of appreciation. The cases I've worked before, a lot of appreciation. Your wish is my command, Daddy Dearest. If you look at what we've done, have we done any shows? Look at 2 weeks, you guys. It's been 2 weeks. This was created May 29th, just a week ago. It's been 2 weeks since we even talked about the topic. Another week before that, when we even talked about the topic before that. And then you look at all the other. You see all the searches. You see the link dropping in the show for all. Count up the hours. Count up the hours. Count up the days that I literally had 2 hours of sleep, drove 3 hours each way to do everything I could to search. Your wish is my command. Very sad.
I'm sorry, CJ. It really is so sad.
It is what it is. It's like I always tell people, know your worth. Know your worth. In any situation in life, whether it's a family that you do efforts for, whether it's a girlfriend, whether it's a wife, whether it's work, whether it's school, whether it's your friends, whether it's your best friend, whether it's your family. It applies to everything in life. Know your worth. Don't offer time to people that don't want it. It's that simple. There's nothing to be sorry about. Not for us. Our tape speaks for itself. And there's
Yeah.
plenty of it. There's plenty of it. That's why know your worth. Hey, it is what it is. In fact, it was already to the point where that's why I was putting out videos the last couple times we were talking about it, saying what updates has there been? You guys, you have people out there. You even have people making videos showing the people that are out there walking in circles. We've been saying it for weeks. What's the direction? There's nothing else to be discussed other than this mud and this mud and this mud and this mud. That's why I quit going around certain communities, because that's all it is anymore, is just mud, 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 mud. You know, you have other people getting upset, trying to deflect blame on me or the community or whatever. And it's like, y'all were getting shit talked way long before we came around. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are trying. It's so bad out there that people are trying to deflect the bullshit that they continue to entertain, the blame back on somebody else, so that everybody looks like the good guy when they're throwing mud. Everybody looks like the good guy. Go look at it. Everybody is throwing mud, deflection, and then it's so they can look like the good guy. That's all it is. We've already we've already had conversations about this over a month ago.
Yeah, I guess everyone's interested in just how they're perceived and just how they appear. And
The money, the
yeah.
numbers. You have content creators out there going, "Hey, I'm going to be talking about this case. I'm sorry. I know it doesn't get the numbers, but," and they're saying it on a video about, little man, on a video about, they already know, "Hey, if I talk about somebody else, I'm not going to get the numbers." That's why. That's why the people are, throwing this and throwing that, because the numbers rack up and the super chats come in and the membership gifting and all this other shit. You know what I mean? If we were about that, like others claim, don't you think we'd be talking about it every show? No. I'm talking about it right now because of this letter saying your wish is my command. I need to address it. You know what I mean? You're fine. That's why I said, people, know your worth. There's no reason to give time and effort to people that don't want it or don't deserve it. Because there's plenty. That's why a diamond is worth something special, because there's so many sand pebbles out there. And that other rock, that's a diamond. That baby's beautiful. You know why? Because it's rare. And when you go out to these every other community, you go out to every other community, and they have nothing but support, appreciation, effort in return, because they recognize your effort. It's a beautiful thing. And that's why there's diamonds out there, people. That's why I say know your worth. Give your energy and effort to people that not only want it, but also deserve it. Because there's plenty of people out there that want your attention that don't deserve it, because they come about it in a different way. If you come about life in 150% approach and give everybody 150%, that makes the other person that is about the same shit, makes them want to do the same for you. And that's how it is. And that's how it should work. That's how you know your worth. Because if you give 150% to somebody and they can't give you 100 in return, you know what the fuck your worth is real quick. And that's what I'm about. I'm not about wasting time. I'm not here that long. There's not that much time to waste. In fact, that's why I work so damn hard, is because I know that there's not that much time on this planet for me. So I want to cut the bullshit out, and that's everything in life. Give it 150%. If it doesn't give you 100 in return, fuck it, move on. Because there's always something, someone, somewhere that is going to give you that 100, 125, 150, maybe even 175, y'all. There's always something, someone, somewhere out to give that to you in return. Fuck those who don't even want to give you 100 back. I just want to say thank you to everybody because it is a team effort. Um, I couldn't even with the community, the people hanging out in chat, I couldn't even do these. I couldn't even go help these communities or families without the support and contributions from you guys. So really, like, it's a team effort. It always has been a team effort and always will be a team effort. And that's why I say if there's something negative that happens to me, it happens to us. Like this,
Yeah.
you know? It happens to us because we do this together.
Yeah, we all feel it.
I know. Yeah, you all, like I said, the tape. I've always said the tape don't lie. Check the tape. If you have, check the tape. You know, check the tape. That's all I can do. That's why I can sit here and say your wish is my command and not have a regret because I really did give 150 because I don't it's always about I don't want to I don't want to lay on my deathbed at any moment and sit if I have that opportunity because some of us don't. I don't want to have a situation where I lay on my deathbed and I'm like I wish I coulda, shoulda, woulda done more, whatever, whatever. I don't. I want to live, and I know it's almost impossible, but I've always come with the approach. I don't want to live a life where I have a regret. I want to give everything that I got to everything because I don't want to sit there and go, man, I wish I would have did this, and then that haunts my soul. I don't want to haunt my own soul. I want to give everything that I got, no matter where it's at. Everything that I've done. Like I wasn't even able to link up with Julia. I was texting Julia, uh, and I was gonna try and because I know she wants to get together, and I was gonna try and link up with her in between going back to Myrtle. I was gonna try and listen, y'all. I was gonna try and fit a little bit of effort in between, even you guys. Like I was gonna drive the 6 hours, go help in between trying to do all this stuff and be back at the protest in Myrtle for Sunday. Okay. Because I really thought this was from somebody else. I'm just saying. Um, and so when I got this one, I was like, man, because I've been talking to Julia, she's, where there's no direction. You know what I mean? And I'm like, damn, I want to help. Julia knows she was around the show before before she was even out there. And she was part of seeing us out there searching and seeing the effort that I was given and everything. And I know that it's just sad. I opened up the letter and I'm just like, damn, man. All of this flashed before, the day I found this, like all this stuff just went through my memory. And I'm just like, damn. Like, damn. But the paper was nice, so that's why I was like, well, the paper's nice. You always got to find a positive out of a negative
You
situation.
do.
So the paper's nice. Paper's nice. If you go to any of my shows, I don't stick up for either one. You know what I mean? There's a lot of shows that will stick out for one side or the other. I don't. Like I don't. And
Yeah.
I don't have the time. I don't have the time to sit there and like talk about all this other shit. I just don't. So I don't my shows, I don't have a lot of shows where like the shows that I'm talking about are the updates. The shows where hell, there's interviews that have taken place in the last couple weeks since we've done a show. There's interviews with team members and all this other stuff that I haven't even talked about. Like there's so many things that I haven't even discussed of interviews and things that have taken place, and it's like, well, like
Why?
what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like what? I don't know. Hey, I, it just sucks. You know, for me being in this position, it's just all I can say is your wish is my command. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I just don't pay attention to it too much anymore. Really. Over a month ago, when I had a talk with the angels, and I was like, look, this is there's no direction. There hasn't been a direction since the first day he went missing. um what updates have there been other than this person changing from this team and that, what updates have there been? So I put out a couple short videos a few weeks ago explaining where I'm coming from, explaining where we're coming from, and really, that's just what we've kind of been about really since then. With yeah, there's a lot of different things going on, but it's still the same thing. If you go to my videos a few weeks ago, what new direction, what new update? When it comes to the search area, how many times it's been searched? uh where some, if you before you go to the United States, go to certain other areas, you know what I mean? It doesn't even have to be, it could be locals from this point to that point. I mean, cuz really you got to, before
Yeah.
you go to the United States, you got to go somewhere smaller than the United States. I mean, even if it even if it's just it's another fucking road in another direction. Who knows? You know, it's before the United States, but at this point, eh, it is the United States. It was the United States when the dog hit wasn't a dog hit for Sebastian all the way back when we were looking for Riley Strain. Because the last day that we were, the last day we were there for Riley Strain, that's when we heard about the dog hit. I think I was actually, we were searching the
Yeah.
riverbank area for Riley Strain, me and Najee. And I think that was the same day that we actually also heard about the dog hit for Sebastian. And that's when the community's like, you need to go up there, like, okay, I'm going. Um, and yeah, we went there the next day, started to look for Sebastian. Um, but yeah, ever since that dog hit was not connected, what update? There's nothing. And so,
Nothing.
uh, yeah, it's unfortunate, but yeah, I just, I don't know. I just haven't even really been paying attention to any of the dumb shit that's been going on out there because there just hasn't been any updates. And I've been focused on the other communities. And, like I've told other people, not that we're not done talking about it, it's if, hey, uh, what updates have there been? And that's where we're coming from. And now with this, we're done talking about it. It's just I don't know. I just wanted to express everybody how sad I am and how disappointed I am that everything that we've done and given, this is what it's come down to. So it is. It's really sad.